Yay!
Amazing.
Yay!
Gee. Her
Hi, Amanda.
virtual high five.
Oh my gosh, virtual high five.
Hey, Nicole.
Technology was not helping.
But now we're on. We figured it out.
Yay!
Your studio in the background.
Yes, we are in the middle of making a new collection, which is due really soon. That's Ryan. He's our marketing guy. And then Christy's cleaning out the closet because it got really, really messy during our last collection run. So she's cleaning that out, but that's not what she normally does. She normally does a lot more with the design and helping out with the production and stuff like that. But yeah, so there's our giant cutting table right there with all the fabric underneath. And this is our 50-foot printing table.
Wow.
Yeah, so you can kind of see right now we're laying out all the fabrics for the new collection that we're making.
Mm-hmm.
But we're laying all the fabrics that we've been printing out. You can kind of see it.
Oh, those are beautiful. So you custom
Thank you.
everything.
Yeah, so we silk screen everything on this table, and then we're able to turn it into fabric. So this is a new fabric. It's going to be really, really bright.
Oh, I love it.
It's brighter in real life. And we're putting this print on it, which is this like giant globs and like hand painting a little bit. And then we're doing some free-form screen printing. And then how long does silk screening take? Well, you have to make the screens. So I have these screens here in the back. I'll show you. This is our production area for sample making. And then back here is where it gets really messy. This is where we burn the screens. So this is what a screen looks like right here. So this is a screen for like an older print that we did. And we just cleared it out. We're going to put a new print on it. So we washed it out in this big sink that we had made in Chinatown in Philadelphia. So I'll turn the light on for you guys. So we're able to like see if things are truly washed out. You know, the screen has ink on it, and if you don't wash it out completely, it gets all caked in there and it ruins the print. So we're able to we have to power wash it. Look how dirty it is, but it's never going to get cleaner than this. I mean, we're using it constantly.
There on the bottom.
What'd you say?
Kind of a cool print on the bottom too that you've made.
I know, we could make a print from the dirt at the bottom. We do prints from like almost anything basically. So that's our big sink. It goes all the way to the ceiling. And then we have a light table that we use, and this is the printing table all the way down the room. Wow. And at the end of the room, we have an atelier, and that's where we meet all our clients. It's where people come in for appointments. We really do need to clean up a little bit, but it's just too much when you're having a collection. Yeah, when you're doing a collection. Here's our wolf wall. This is like a giant wolf, our logo.
Can you tell us
on the wall? Well, Lobo Mau is the name of the brand, and it means bad wolf in Portuguese. So my dad is from Brazil, so I got told that story as a kid growing up in Brazil, and then when I decided to start a line, I wanted it to be like bold and energizing, and I don't know, just having guts, I guess, and the bad wolf was like my mentor. So that's like our mascot now. And then here is our atelier where we have our meetings. My plant is dying. I'm gonna have to get it another one because I can't seem to keep it alive. But we have 2 dressing rooms here and bright orange rugs. And then we painted this floor mat here and made a canvas so that it kind of blends in with the floor a little bit, and painted the floor the same color. So that's kind of like our studio, and then there's a mirror here for people to see themselves. Yeah. So and then
You're in Philly. Can you tell us a little bit about the location, and if anyone wanted to come visit and try on some of your pieces, how they go about doing that?
Yeah. So what we do is we take appointments through our website, or people can email us at info@lobomau.com. and we're able to take appointments that way. And people come, they maybe schedule like an hour or two. Sometimes they bring their friends, and they just come in, and I basically try on all different shapes on them and see what really works well for their body type, and we kind of start creating a client you know, sheet where we have a database, so we put all the client information in there, and so we'll know like this person is more interested in like fitted A-line or like tent shapes, or like, you know, she loves our swing sweatshirt. So each time I come out with a new product in that same vein, we're able to, you know, email the client and saying we have something that you might like. So that's kind of how we do things.
That's awesome. And same on 19th Amendment. If you heart, sorry, I only have one hand right now. If you heart Lobo Mau on 19th Amendment, you're alerted every time that you guys launch a new collection. So definitely go on and follow the brand and check out the collections and see kind of what's best for you. So you're
Yeah.
Philly. Tell us a little bit more about like the Philly design scene. It's really quite cool.
I love the Philly design scene because, unlike maybe some other cities, we're really collaborative, and so we help each other a lot. So it's not like every man for himself or woman. It's just about, you know, people coming together, sharing resources, sharing clients even, and helping each other out. So we do a lot of events together. Like we'll have like fundraising events in my studio, and maybe like 6 other designers that are doing what I'm doing, you know, like similar. Maybe somebody's doing more accessories, somebody does shoes, you know, somebody does bags. We'll come together, we'll kind of give like the whole gamut of fashion, and then we'll have an event and people come, and we usually fundraise for like a cause that we believe in, that we want to support. And usually it's a local cause. It's maybe helping schools fund art programs, or we helped out with ACLU, Women's Medical Fund. So we're constantly doing things. We want fashion to be a vehicle for change as well.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love the collaboration that you've created, the community that you've created, and you've allowed people to come in and actually experience that, which we're all for here.
Aww.
We're super excited. So your new collection has some of my favorite secret sweatshirts, and I want you to kind of describe to everyone watching, like, what is a secret sweatshirt? I know what it is and why it's so awesome, but I want to hear from you.
Yeah.
Like, how did you come up with this concept, and, you know, how does it work? What does it mean?
Well, you know, I started kind of thinking about it when I was in design school 10 years ago, and, you know, we're working these long days as a designer, and like, you know, you're like pulling all-nighters constantly when you're in design school, but that's not the reality that I face anymore, thank God. But during that time, you know, I was wanting to be comfortable. I wanted to be enveloped in comfort. And I started thinking about, you know, what if I started working with sweatshirt fabrics? And then, you know, it's not enough just to work with sweatshirt fabric. You have to kind of change it or make it more interesting. So being able to print on this sweatshirt fabric, I was able to kind of take my vision and flesh it out and allow for it. It allowed for me to make clothing that was interesting, but that was also like just like wearing a hoodie, you know, but without wearing the hoodie.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be wearing a hoodie constantly. So I started making like chic sweatshirts, and here's an example of one that we just made for this season. Sorry, here we go. So this is the weave print.
That's beautiful.
The weave print was an actual weaving that we made, and then we scanned it in the computer and made a textile out of it, so it has a texture. But so like from the outside, it looks like, you know, just a kind of a regular shirt, but then when you look at the inside of it, it's fleece backed, so it's like really soft and comfortable. And you know, it's like it kind of just hangs off your body. It pretty much looks good on everybody, so that's the good thing about it.
Oh, it's wonderful. I love the texture. It almost looks three-dimensional.
Yeah, it does.
So that's,
and we'll be doing a lot more with dimension in the next collection too.
oh, cool. And I love
Yeah.
you can kind of dress up and dress down all of these pieces.
Yeah,
kind of
yeah. You can wear them to work, anywhere, out to dinner,
you can be
anywhere.
secret comfortable all the time.
Basically, you know, when I come home from work, I don't need to change into like sweats like most people do because
Yeah,
I'm already wearing them.
it's brilliant. It's so brilliant.
It's like kind of a lazy approach to living, I think. But like we're
Well,
so busy, right?
it's function and form at the same time.
Yeah. And I actually sent a jacket to Terry Gross from Fresh Air,
Okay.
and she wrote me an email and she said, you know, like fashion is so uncomfortable because the world is so uncomfortable. It's so nice that you create clothing that, you know, kind of envelops you. It makes you feel good. So I thought that was a good, I should use that
That's
quote
a
from
beautiful
her.
comment. Yeah, you
Yeah, yeah. I was like, yes, Terry, great insight.
look good. Else. Do you have any of the other pieces with you? I know there's some like really cool bright.
Yeah, I actually pulled all the pieces
Oh,
from this collection.
yeah. Can you walk us through the collection, which is
Yeah, so
.com?
I have five styles that I chose. So number one was the secret sweatshirt,
Oh,
which in the black and white. It's an architectural sweatshirt,
cool.
so it's got like this.
Sorry, I'm just gonna interrupt. Can you go horizontal? Yeah, perfect. Cool.
There we go. There we go. Okay, so this one is like, you know, an architectural sweatshirt. It's got this architectural collar. It's got the 3/4 sleeves. It's you know, longer in the center and shorter on the sides, so it kind of gives you a little more shape. It doesn't just like truncate you right across your body. So we have that one, and then we have it in red as well.
Ooh, the red.
I am a huge red fan. I've always been. So like any chance I get to like use red in a collection, I'm happy to do it. So here's the red version. The red version is more in a French terry actually, but it's the same fabric.
Mm-hmm.
French terry and sweatshirt are the same fabric, just that the sweatshirt's been brushed. This here is our crochet tunic dress. It's got pockets, you can see right here.
Ooh,
Right here.
that's super.
Yeah, it's got pockets. Everyone needs that. So this one is basically a crochet fabric that we printed on. And what we did was we took a section from the radiator right here.
Inspiration everywhere.
I know. We actually did a rubbing of the floor too. So this is the radiator that we turned into a textile print, and then we printed it onto this crochet fabric that was just cream. So you see that rubbing kind of like, you know, the area.
Yeah.
And then what we did was since it was transparent, we lined it with like black t-shirt. So it's lined in black t-shirt underneath here.
That's beautiful. Nice
So it's super comfortable. And then I left the edges raw.
Yeah.
I left the edges raw, so you kind of have this like netting at the bottom that's raw. So this has like been one of our best sellers in the studio lately. And then the piece that like, you know, it doesn't look like much online, but it's my absolute favorite is this little jumper. Okay, it's got pockets. See these two pockets in the front. It's like the most practical thing ever because you can wear it without anything underneath, or you can wear it with like a t-shirt underneath, or you could like layer it with like a sweatshirt over it so the little skirt peeks out. And it's like the most practical thing ever, but it's a tunic, so you can wear it over pants. And if you want it longer, I can always make it a little bit longer. You could just like specify or email me or something. But yeah, that's kind of how.
On it.
What did you say?
I like the racer back on it.
Oh yeah, it has a little racer back. It's kind of like a little sporty.
Yeah.
But I wear it like literally. I wear it every day. I'm wearing it today. I'll show
really?
you. Yeah, I wear it every day. So I wear it with like my legging. So I have a little sweatshirt over it, but it's like, you know, I have it on underneath. And it's just my go-to thing because I put my phone in here, I put all my stuff, and I'm always running around, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So like it's been especially crazy because my brother's in Morocco right now, and he and I run the business together. So I've been like a chicken with its head cut off. And then this is the final piece, which is our biggest selling item of all time, which is the palm jacket, which is a sweatshirt jacket that you can basically wear anywhere, but it's like super cool and a little fancy. This is our fancier version, but it's in that weave print that we created for the swing sweatshirt too.
It's beautiful. It's like seasonless too, which I love.
Yes, and you know it. You've tried it on before. It's like really light.
Many times.
Yeah, it's the easiest fabric, and so this has been like our big piece this season for sure. So these are the 5 pieces that we're gonna do, and then once we launch this new collection, we'll be able to take the pictures and then upload them to 19th Amendment as well.
Cool. So I guess
Yeah.
too. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you can shop for everyone watching the collection on pre-sale now for the next 19 days. So get it while the prices are best. And they'll be made for you in Philadelphia.
Yep,
so
right here.
Super special, supporting local entrepreneurs and the local economy in Philly. And you can get yourself a secret sweatshirt in any design that you'd like, which is awesome.
Yes. Yes.
So
slow fashion.
Slow fashion made comfortable. So the editorial photos that you had with this collection, where did that inspiration come from? Where did you shoot? Like, want to hear how you got these amazing photos.
Well, I'll show you guys a little bit. The building that I'm in is actually an old 1930s vocational high school.
Whoa.
That's in South Philly.
So cool.
So if I step outside my studio, I'm in a school hallway. There's some lockers.
Ah. It's like
yeah, so
backdrop.
And it's a really big. It's an entire city block. It's 340,000 square feet.
Wow.
And it's 8 stories high. So the school is enormous. We're on the 5th floor. This is a hair salon here. This is a Fringe hair salon. This is where I get my bangs trimmed. They have this like cool industrial looking salon. And yeah, some people are coming for their appointment. And here's another hallway going down towards like the bathroom. There's tons of studios.
Oh, amazing.
Over here. Yeah. So anyway, on the 8th floor where there's a roof. And on the rooftop, there's a bar. So
I need to work in this building. That's everything that you need.
There's going to be a restaurant on the 1st floor. It's going to be a barbecue.
Ooh.
So I'm going back in my studio right now, but we decided to shoot the last shoot on the roof. So we were on the roof, and the view of Philadelphia is amazing on this roof. Like you see the entire city. So, and it's like kind of like at a lower level, so it's not like you're right above it. It's like you're kind of in it. So you see the whole sunset. It's so beautiful. So we decided to do like a really early morning shoot. And luckily the weather was perfect and the lighting was perfect. It was like shining through the clouds the way you want it to for a photo shoot. And it was just like a beautiful day, and we had the best models. And I worked with Eileen Bannon, who's a photographer in Philadelphia, and she's awesome to work with, and she totally understands what I wanted to do. I styled the shoot, and then my friend Pia Penaligan, who's a great stylist, she was the art director. So we all kind of came together, and which we're doing. Actually, we're meeting tonight for the next shoot, which is going to happen in 2.5 weeks. So that's what we're working on now, and yeah, so the shoot was just really about like shooting at BOK at this building where we are.
So this is like a full Philly story from like the actual inspiration to the building to it's made, how it's made. Full
yeah.
Everyone involved is Philly.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, it's like our community coming together to help each other, which is really nice.
I love it.
Which is what we get working with 19th Amendment as well. You guys are very community oriented, and thinking about each other when you're making decisions instead of just one person or one brand.
Yeah,
which is nice.
Yeah, it's all about shoppers helping designers and other designers helping and creating that community of, may I say, like brotherly love.
Basically, brother and sisterly love.
Designer love. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Cool. So what is kind of next for Lobo Mau?
We're going to launch this collection. We're in talks right now to open another store. Ooh. So we're actually, it's going to happen in the summertime. I can't reveal where, but it's going to be in the state of New York.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So we're working on details for that, but we figured that, you know, in the summertime, our customers leave the city, so why shouldn't we as well go where the customers go? So we're following in that path right now, and we're getting ready to open. This will be my fourth store that I've opened, pop-up store.
Wow.
So I've done it before now.
That's so exciting. I know that you wrote an amazing piece for us on our blog all about slow rocket ships and your
Oh yeah.
entrepreneurial journey, you know, beyond just design, but building a company and a brand. And do you still feel like you're kind of on that really authentic trajectory?
Yes, more than ever now, because once my brother joined up, it was like I had that help that I needed, you know, somebody who was just as passionate and cared just as much to help me out.
Mm-hmm.
So now that we're doing this together, it's like a lot better for me. It's not like the whole burden of it on my shoulders. But yeah, I think we're still keeping it small. Like we want to keep it small. I want to keep working as an independent designer. I still want to like put out collections when I feel like I want to put out a collection. And work that way, and not just like cater to the fast fashion calendar, which is not what we want to do. We want to make things with purpose. We want to make things with quality and have a social impact on our community. So we're taking fashion kind of in a different way, a different direction.
I love
I think a lot of people are starting to think of it anyway, you know, in that way too.
Yeah, you're definitely doing all of those things, and it's clearly working for you and your brand. You make amazing pieces, and it's so awesome to watch you grow and to be able to bring these pieces to life in such an authentic and meaningful way and purposeful.
Thank you.
So, is there anything you'd like for everyone watching to know, or anything else you'd like to talk about?
Not really. Unless you have a question for me. I can't think of anything on the top of my head.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll let people, you know, send their questions. You can also leave comments for Nicole in her 19th Amendment studio, but more importantly, support all the amazing things that her and her brother are doing in Philly and all the people who are helping out to build this wonderful made in the US, made in Philadelphia brand. You have 19 days to get your secret sweatshirts, and there's no better time than spring to start wearing some of these pieces. So
yes, they're year-round.
Year round, but get them now because they're on pre-sale.
Yes, yes. Good price.
Good prices. You won't regret. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Nicole. I really appreciate you showing us around your space. It's beautiful.
Sure.
A little bit.
Happy to do it.
Process.
Anytime you want to check in, I can show you what we're working on.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks, Nicole.
All right. Thank you, Amanda. Talk to you later.
Bye.